Hi, good morning. I'm Terry Henney, and this is your virtual outdoor expo, a feature that we've been doing all months long here on the website and on Facebook. And I am at one of our sponsor locations today to show you how, if you register with Maple Hill Nursery to spend $1,000, I'm going to show you all sorts of ideas that you can use to spend that $1,000 and maybe even a little bit more. It's going to be a little tough to just spend $1,000 because once you take a look at all the things that we have here at Maple Hill today, you're definitely going to be here within the next few days, and hopefully you'll be here within the next few days before Saturday at 4 o'clock, because the fall sale is going on right now at Maple Hill Nursery. So stop on by, take a look at all of the things that we're going to show you, plus a whole lot more that, quite frankly, we don't have enough time to show you. Along with me is Chuck Servinski from Maple Hill Nursery. Chuck, a wet good morning to you and happy fall.
Yes, fall started off on a wet note, but that's okay because these kind of days are what we like to see for fall planting. And we're right into the thick of that right now.
Yeah, fall planting, a great time to plant. And some of the items that we're going to be seeing, hopefully, we'll see some trees that once they go dormant, folks will be able to plant those because you got some pretty good sized balls on those trees, don't you?
Yeah, we've got stuff anywhere from a 10-gallon pot up to a 32-inch ball, all different price ranges, varieties, sizes. Really a good selection yet.
Now, one thing about the Outdoor Expo that we really want to tell people is the outdoor furniture. This is something that not only can you have around your home, and a lot of folks have really spent money to relax outdoors, but also for that cabin, for the second home up north. Ideal. Great way to relax. Some of the stuff, Chuck, why don't you show us some of the things that you have right here in the showroom?
Uh, Here we go. We're over in the Pollywood section right now, Adirondack chairs, and you would think this time of the year that these things start to dwindle, but they don't because we sell just as many of them in the fall, particularly to use around campfires and your fire pit in the fall season. We've got them in all different colors and styles and price ranges. We even have small tables that go along with them. And the thing that are nice about these is you can leave them outside because they're completely weatherproof. The sun won't fade them. They're UV resistant. Really quite versatile.
And it looks like you've got a pretty good inventory of them right now, Chuck.
Yeah, we do. We're down a little bit right now, but we've got quite a few. And of course, we've got more coming. We get shipments of these on a regular basis. And we try to keep, we stock the top four models that Pollywood makes, and we try to stock them in all the colors. But this time of the year, we're down a little bit, but we've got more on the way.
Now, as you're taking a look at the Adirondack chairs, I've got to take a look at those wind um,
Oh yes,
apparatuses there. Those are gorgeous.
they are. Those are something you can leave out all year long. They come in a lot of different price ranges and sizes. Here's a new one that's quite large, and these we get in all the time. It's just something colorful to look at in the winter months. You know, those 2 or 3 months where it's kind of dreary, you can look outside and have some color.
Now, Chuck, I'm sitting in a really nice dining area here in your showroom. And all around me, there's a lot of really nice furniture. Describe some of the pieces that you've got right now.
We've got just about anything you can think of. Here's a deep seating set made by Pollywood, all weather cushions that can set outside. We've even got outdoor rugs. That's something new for us that we're expanding on. Over here is another version of Pollywood. It's called Euro. So it's, you know, you maybe don't want the more traditional look. This is more modern, different material made out of cast aluminum. But again, it's the all-weather Pollywood, so it can stay right outside. Over here, we've got a new sectional. It's a modern sectional, so again, a little different look. The thing that's neat about this piece is you can do so much with it. It can be a sectional. You can make a couch out of it, any length. You can make a like a horseshoe shape out of it. So there's many different things that you can do with that, or you can take it all apart and just use it as chairs.
Yeah,
Here's
I see you've got one of those rockers right there.
yeah,
Those are very comfortable.
Yeah, you sit on that all the time when you come here. It's a glider rocker, and they make a couple different versions of that. Really quite comfortable.
Now, can you take us out into the greenhouse area, Chuck?
Sure.
Because I
Yeah,
know you've got a lot more displays out there to see. And now, which ones right now are on sale?
we'll head down to that. That's Alfresco Home. That's another line that we sell. Here we go. Alfresco Home is a little different. It's more cast aluminum, mixed materials. So we've got cast aluminum, we've got mixed materials, cast aluminum, and in the poly type wood. These sets are all 30% off right now. It's a great time to buy. And then down here farther, we have more of the wood. You know, it's a whole different. This line is a whole different look than the poly wood. It's more formal. And again, all these are 30% off right now. Fire pits, we're at fire pit season the next couple of months, and we've got many different fire pits in stock right now too.
Good. One thing I noticed, there was a big bird over there. Where was the big bird
Oh, the big
guarding?
peacock.
Yeah,
That's a new piece from one of our suppliers, and we'll have more of this stuff. But it's a good 5 foot tall or so. And again, that's a spinner, but it can be left out all the time.
that's amazing. What they come up with. And again, the color, it's just unbelievable. While you're there, Chuck, the pots.
Oh,
I'm seeing all sorts of pots right now, and some of these pots are also on sale, aren't they?
yeah, all these pots are 40% off right now. And the pots are another division of Alfresco Home, the furniture that I was just showing. And they've got the thing that's unique about them is they design them themselves, and you can, you know, if you don't have to buy a whole set, you can just buy one if you want. But we've got hundreds of pots to choose from. They're all 40% off. Here's something kind of cool. This is a new line of metal flowers that we started with a month or so ago. Really colorful. They can stay out all the time, and you don't have to water them.
That's a plus. But right now we've got ample water, and I'm kind of curious because in some of these pieces that you've been showing us, there's carpeting underneath those as well, right?
Yes, yes. You're referring to the outdoor rugs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that we started with just a few months ago. I'll show you a few more examples on the other side, but they come right from Atlanta, so they don't take a whole lot long to come in. About a week, and we've got them. Here's an example of one, and you can use these inside or out. There's literally hundreds of different ones to choose from. Here's some more of the Alfresco Home. Again, these are 30% off. This is deep seating. What's nice about this is you can use it outside or you can use it on a screened-in porch.
Now, as far as the floor covering, the carpets, with wet weather like we're experiencing right now, do they hold up pretty good?
They do. We have one at home, and of course, I have a covering over it, but it still gets wet. But after rain like today, I will take it and put it over top of the hot tub and let it dry. In a day, it's fine, and run over with a vacuum.
Now, that piece right there that you were just showing us, who's that from?
This is an alfresco home piece again, and unfortunately, they've discontinued it, and it's 30% off. They're going to go to more of a teak line as far as the wood, so we're excited about that.
Yeah. Let's walk down a little bit further. Your signal's holding up pretty good. You've got a
Yeah.
lot more stuff there in the
Hey,
greenhouse.
here's something that's cool that is new. These are they're not a spinner; they're a bird, but they rock. So in the wind, here I'll make this one go a little bit.
Okay.
So as the wind blows, the wings flap and it goes back and forth. And we've got a cardinal, an owl. I think we've got some butterflies on the way. It's just something new, and you can leave it out all year again.
And more decorative pots.
Yeah, these are a Spanish pot that we've done really well with. They're really colorful, and we've got a few of these left. And there's about 8 different new styles in this coming out next year, so that's going to be exciting.
And further on down, more furnishings.
Yeah, more furnishings.
Unbelievable the selection. And every one of them seems to be well padded, very comfortable.
Yeah, these Alfresco is a great line. They use the Sunbrella cushion. It's really a thick cushion. It's a good 8-inch cushion, and you can leave it right outside. Obviously, on a day like today, um, you're going to want to take it in if it's going to get a lot of rain on it. There's another sectional from Alfresco Home. There's just so much to choose from, and the thing with these is they come right with the cushions, so you're not waiting 2 months for cushions. It all comes right in a box, and you're ready to go.
I'm really curious, Chuck, with the way things have been going over the past several months, shortages, problems with delivery. It appears as though your inventory has held up pretty good, given the fact
Yeah,
that you've sold a lot of this so far this year.
it has. It has. We ordered extra this year, but we're basically down to what's in the showroom now. With Polywood, it's a little easier because they make that to order, so they never stop making it. Where the Alfresco, you have to order everything a year in advance, and then they'll have inventory in the warehouse, but not all that much, so it makes it a little tougher. But primarily in the Alfresco, we do a lot with the deep seating. There's a
So
beautiful section.
there is the opportunity if someone would like to special order something, they can. More than likely, they'll what take delivery either over the winter or next spring.
Yeah, you take if you order now, you're going to take delivery end of February, 1st of March. And we encourage people to come out and order now, because if you wait till after the first of the year, you won't see it until probably May. If you get in here now, we can get it on one of our early shipments and include it and get it in here early.
Because you're ordering all the time.
Yeah, Polywood, we're still ordering at least twice a week.
Wow. Boy, a lot of stuff. Now that unit right there, that's more of a metal there.
Yeah, this is what we call mixed materials. It's cast aluminum, but then you have the all weather wicker. So that's a man-made wicker that can stay right outside. And obviously in the wintertime, you don't want to get snow and ice on that, but in the summer, it can stay out all the time. In the winter, you just throw a tarp over it.
How heavy would that be? I mean, should be able to carry it up and without too much trouble, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to, I mean, the table's going to be a two-person job, but the chairs, one person can carry those. And the quality of this stuff is really good. I mean, you'll get 20 years out of it easy.
Durability. I guess that's the key, especially when you're spending the money that you're going to spend. You want it to last for several years, and that's exactly what we're talking right now.
Yeah, I mean, the furniture we sell is more higher end, but the quality is there, and it's just like shopping for furniture for your house. I mean, most people will come in here at least 2 to 3 times before they order something, and that's what you need to do, because you need to sit in it, feel it, experience it. That's what it's all about. It's a process. It's not just. I mean, you'll have people that'll come in and say, "I want that," and leave, but most of the time, it's a process.
And as far as ordering goes, the selection is huge. I've seen a couple of the books that people go through. They get an idea, and you just go wild with that idea.
Oh yeah, and especially with the Polywood, there's so many different color combinations. There's about 12 or 13 colors that you can get this stuff in, and like the set that we're looking at right now, that's a counter height set, but you can use about 18 different chairs with it. So that's the beauty of it. If you don't like, we have stuff shown, as a sample, but you can use anything you want, and that's what's so fun with it, the mixing and matching.
Now I'm seeing plates. I'm seeing cups and that sort of stuff. You have that also?
Yeah, that's something that was again new for us this year, and we're expanding on it for next year. That's a company called Merit Designs, and they're out of California. Really high quality melamine dishes. You can put these right in the dishwasher. You can't put them in the microwave, but really high quality stuff.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm going to let you navigate around just a little bit because we've talked about a lot of furniture, but now there's some things that you've got on sale right now, but it's outdoor planting time.
Yeah,
Uh, can you
let's.
make your way out to
Yeah, I'm gonna take a gander out there, and we'll see how far I can get out there with the signal. We should be good.
yeah, because now how many acres are you on?
Here, and there's about 4 acres of plants.
Because I noticed that at Maple Hill you do have a pond in the back, so
Yeah,
everything stays well watered, other than what Mother Nature is doing to us today. The product that people take a look at is fresh, and it's good quality product.
yeah, it is. Now we're to the time of the year where some of the stuff is starting to do its thing for fall, and that's expected. We still got a good signal. That's good. We're over in the hydrangea area right now. Now all these plants in containers are 40% off. Whether it's a tree or a shrub, it doesn't matter. Everything is 40% off right now. And we still have a fairly decent selection. The hydrangeas are starting, where I'm at right now, those are starting to sell down a little bit. A lot of nice specimen plants. We get over here a little farther. We've got some nice rhododendrons and azaleas too, in a lot of different colors. And
Oh
everything,
yes.
yeah, and everything that we sell is larger. You're not going to come here and buy something really small. Everything is larger. Here's some of the rhododendrons. And again, these are all 40% off.
I think that's the key with a lot of the product that people do put in. They should probably put stuff in that's a little bit larger to start with, and make sure that it's well spaced, because some of this will really expand as it grows.
It will, and that's what you got to remember. You can't take and plant it on top of each other, because what will happen is eventually it'll grow together and you're going to have a mess. I'm going to try to get out here a little farther so we can see the trees.
Yeah, so far the signal is really holding up nice.
Fantastic. Yeah, you talked about the pond. This is how we water everything.
Boy, how
It,
many how big, how deep is that?
it's about 25 feet deep. I mean, if you don't know how to swim, you have a problem, because you're going to walk out there about 3 foot and you're going to go right straight down. But on the other side of the water is the tree section, and we still have a lot of different trees. The pines are starting to sell down. We've got spruce and white pine left in the bald section, and then in the potted trees we still have quite a few. But again, we're starting to sell down on those. A lot of different maples, flowering crabs, flowering pears, weeping cherries. There's some sycamore back there. A pretty good selection yet. And again, they're all 40% off.
You bring up a point, and again, we're talking about the outdoor expo, and a lot of our trees, a lot of our plants, they seem to be, well, humans aren't the only thing that like those plants. Unfortunately, some of the unhuman part of us, of the species here, they like to eat. Any suggestions, Chuck, as far as for some of our more valuable trees that seem to be edible to our
Well,
wild game?
what you have to do with them is you have to be willing to spray the deer repellent on them, or fence around them. Most of the time, the repels all that Bonide makes, or um, Plant Skid or something like that. That does a pretty good job at keeping the deer away. The things they really go after, like the burning bush. Here's some burning bush. They like to eat those. Over farther, if I can get over here, the arbovitas. You can see those, I think. I don't want to get my signal still holding up.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it's good.
yeah, there's the arbovitas over there. We've got emerald greens and the green giant. They really like to chew on those. The green giant, not so much, but the emerald green, they really like to go after those. So if you have those, it's not all that hard. If you start spraying them with the deer repellent or the Repelzol, that will really help keep them away.
And again, you've got all those products available.
We do. Yeah, when I go back inside, we'll go in that room, but we've got all those available. But the arbovitas, again, those the bald ones are 30% off. The potted ones are 40 off, and um, again, we're starting to sell down on those, but there's still a fairly good selection of those as well.
Now, again, how many acres are we talking here, Chuck?
We've got about 4 acres into container plants.
So just about anything and everything. It's a matter of getting an idea of what you'd like to do. And my guess is a little bit later on here, it's a really good time to be able to get together with someone here at Maple Hill on staff and discuss landscaping needs for the new year.
Definitely, we have people that will come right out to your house and take a look at what you have and get some input and prepare some ideas.
Now, what are we looking at right there, Chuck?
We're going to head over. We talked about plants that deer won't bother too much, and we're heading over where I've got some boxwood. Here we go. These are boxwood. These are going to stay fairly contained. There's not a lot of maintenance to them, and the deer don't seem to bother them much. But it's just a good all-around evergreen plant.
Yeah, they definitely provide an accent piece in landscaping.
Here's a new one we had this year, Faulkner. A little more upright.
How tall do they get, Chuck?
Oh, they'll get about 3 feet.
Okay.
Here we've got some pyramidal ones. These work perfect in a planter. We just did some of these in our backyard, and there's not a lot of maintenance to them. You give them a light shearing once a year. You can put a few Christmas balls on them and a few lights at Christmas time, and they stay green all the time, which is really nice.
Now, what are we looking at there?
There's some more boxwood, different varieties. Here's a variegated one, which is kind of interesting.
I was going to say, are there different shades of boxwood?
Mostly they're all green, but and then you've got a few variegated varieties, but for the most part they're different shades of green. The thing that makes them different is the size of the leaf and their growing habits. Here's a spiral boxwood.
Is now a good time to be putting those in, Chuck?
Oh, it's a perfect time. The weather couldn't be better right now.
Now, is there any necessity to protect some of these plants the first winter around if you plant in the fall?
Well, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you keep them watered this fall, and then make sure that you put a good layer of mulch around them. You want to protect the roots from freezing is what you want to do in the fall. Here's an interesting plant. This is fine line, or what they call fern leaf buckthorn, and it's a plant that's become really popular the last couple of years, particularly for hedges. You know, instead of that old arborvitae or juniper hedge, you can use this, and it will take a little bit of shade too. The only thing in the winter, it loses its leaves, and they're starting to lose them now. But aren't they pretty?
They are.
Yeah, we did a row of these in our backyard, and it really looked neat.
Now, you say that it'll lose the leaves?
It will. It will. You'll have. It will just be the branches in the fall. You know, in the fall and the winter, but in the spring and summer, it's just a nice lush green leaf, and it's just a different look.
Yeah, it is. Probably a big seller too.
It is. We've done really well with it.
Oh, there you go. Christmas trees.
Yeah. Now most of these are gone. This is something that's going to be more popular next year. It's called baby blue. It's going to replace the Colorado blue spruce. You don't have the trouble with needle cast with these, and they grow a little tighter. And we're going to have quite a selection of these in the spring. We found a place in that we can buy them in all kinds of different sizes, and we're going to have those, and they're really pretty.
So if I wanted to take one of those, could I put that in the sunroom or something like that for Christmas?
You could. You don't want to leave it in there too long because what happens with these is they want to come out of dormancy and wake up when you put them in the house. So what you do is you take it from the cold and put it in your garage for maybe a week or so it warms up a little bit, and put it in the house for no more than 3-4 days, and then take it back out because you don't want it to start budding, because when you take it back out in the cold, you have a problem.
So you probably should have a hole dug already
Definitely.
before the ground freezes, so that when you take it back out of the house and put it outside, put it in the garage first, let it get a little more acclimated to the
Yep,
cool,
and
and
then
then
get it in the ground and plant it.
put her in the hole, and
Definitely.
away you go. Now, fragrance, does it smell like a Christmas tree?
It will a little bit. It'll give off a little bit of a fragrance. Here's some more upright plants, some more different kinds of arborvitaes. And we don't have just big ones. We've got small ones too. If you want to start with small ones, we've got small ones. Here's some upright junipers. The winds knock some of this stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some. Here's
Okay. Now
gold arborvitae, something a little blue. Is even if you start with something, yeah.
yeah, the signal's getting a little sketchy right there. So
Is it okay? So we found our sweet
yeah,
spot
I think we found our range.
up towards the front
Yeah.
because I want to
That sounds
hit the
like a great
mums in the
idea
top.
because we've got a lot of stuff yet to cover. Obviously, we want to mention that for those folks that are looking for fertilizer, the Dairy Dew is probably some of the best stuff that you can get on the market right now, wouldn't you say, Chuck?
It is. It's a great product. It's a family-owned company, and they really did the job when they came out with that. Here we're heading up towards the entrance to the store. More pottery. This is all 40% off. And then we've got some beautiful mums, nine
Oh,
inch
wow. When
mums.
did those come in?
This last week, really beautiful colors. These are $13.99, and it's a beautiful mum.
They look hardy.
They are. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, all sorts of different colors there.
And then we talked dairy dew. We're heading over that way right now.
You know, the Dairy Dew stuff that I had the most success with, other than the what you put in the pots, you know, when you're putting the plants in to start with, is the fertilizer, the
Oh yes,
granular.
yes. Here's the flower dew 201. That's a potting soil. The 301, the veggie dew. That's used for mostly for raised beds and container gardening. Here's a couple of products we're selling a lot of right now. The topsoil blend, a great product for fixing up spots in the lawn. You put that down 2 or 3 inches deep. It's got dairy dew, Michigan peat, and topsoil in it, and it will really make the grass grow. Here's a big item right now, the tree and shrub mix. That's specifically designed to plant trees and shrubs. And what you do is you mix that 50-50 with the dirt that you dig out and then mix it together and backfill your plant.
So you've actually got a little bit more of a sandy texture to the soil then.
Definitely, definitely. And that's what you want. But that's a great product. We're using that on all of our jobs now. Here's
Okay.
a few other interesting things before I come back in.
Oh, there's our buck.
Yeah, and these are also 40% off. We don't have a lot of these. I think there's a couple of deer and a couple of flowers. I'll catch the flower on when I go back in the store. Then up in this area is more perennials. We still have a fairly decent selection, but it's dwindling down because of the time of the year.
Sure, sure. Come on
Close.
back in, and in
Yeah.
closing, I want to take a look in your in the area where you have a lot of the pesticides and things like that, because you've got a pretty good selection of all of that here in the showroom, and you've got it now in a special room where before it was a part of the showroom, but then you
There's the
moved it
flower.
into that room to accommodate and make more room for all the furnishings.
Yes. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
there we
talked
go.
about the healthy garden. There's your fertilizer,
There it
and
is.
yeah, and then the lawn fertilizer too, the Safe Green Lawn. Perfect time to get that on. Yeah,
Yeah.
here's the where we do a lot of our chemicals and fertilizers and stuff like that.
You got just about anything and everything in there, including product to keep some of our wild game away.
Right, and that's this product right here, Repels All. We have it in a ready to use hose on sprayer, ready to use squirt bottle, and we also have the granules that you can spread by hand.
Okay. All right. So our viewers had an excellent opportunity to see just about everything that you have, but obviously you've got to come and take a look because seeing is believing and hands-on is what it's all about. Because at Maple Hill right now, that fall sale does end this Saturday, right?
Yeah, and I think we're going to extend it through the end of the month based on the feedback we've gotten so far.
Oh, you've had a lot of folks, and we've had some folks in here already this morning. So, also one other thing. Now, for our wild game, once we capture it, it's sometimes it always tastes better on a grill.
Yeah,
Have you
We
got a grill or two there?
Yeah, we've got a few. We do Weber. We sell about anything that you can think of in that. Those are down in this other room. We've got gas grills. We've got charcoal grills. We've got pellet grills.
Oh boy, that's a big one, that pellet grill. Wow.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You've got a
Mostly,
great selection.
yeah, it's down a little bit right now just because of the time of the year, and there'll be more on the way.
And again,
These have
gift
been a little tougher.
certificates.
Yeah, gift certificates, that's another thing. Those are always available in any amount and they never expire.
That is really something. So, our virtual outdoor expo has taken us to Maple Hill Nursery. And if you would like to have $1,000 to spend here at Maple Hill, all you got to do is online register your name and register that you want to spend your $1,000 at Maple Hill Nursery. And if you're selected as the winner, $1,000 goes to you to spend right here at Maple Hill Nursery. Chuck Cervinsky, again, give us your hours.
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And the website to take a look at more information?
www.maplehillmidland.com, or you can check out our Facebook page as well.
Fantastic. Chuck, thank you very much for sharing. Matter of fact, I took a look outside and there was actually a glimpse of sun. So I think we did it.
Yeah,
We broke it. All right.
we did it.
We did it. Chuck Cervinsky, thank you very much. I'm Terry Henney. I hope you got a real good idea, viewers, of what is available right now at Maple Hill Nursery in Midland, just a stone's throw north of US 10. Easy to get to here on Eastman Road. Have a great day today, and thank you for joining us.